you like some personalities and you feel they're convincing and whatever they're talking is really influential, the first impression does matter. There are many students who don't listen to the question, they are ready to answer because they think, my interview, I have to answer. Absolutely, you're actually serving a cake. If you're a learner, you're in.
Welcome everyone to today's podcast, Beyond Degrees, the power of soft skills and communication. We often hear that academic excellence and marks are important, but today we will be discussing about something equally important and powerful: soft skills, communication, confidence, leadership, and personality development. Joining us today, we have an experienced soft skills and communication trainer, Mrs. Vidya Wankhade. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
All good, all good.
So starting with our podcast, the very first question would be soft skills. What does this term exactly mean?
All right. A very good question to start the podcast with. So, soft skills are nothing but they are life skills. I'll give you an example. There are two students who are going to appear for an interview, right? The first one is very good with his expression. He has good body language. He confidently presents his mind to the interviewer. And there's a second one who's very good with his content. Yes, but he's unable to put his mind in front of the interviewer. He cannot articulate his thoughts. He has a lot of fillers because he's all nervous. Whom do you think the interviewer will select?
The first one.
Why?
Because he is able to keep up the things he wants to in front of the interviewer.
Absolutely. So whatever you see in the first student, the body language, the articulation, the clarity, the confidence, all these small skills are called the soft skills. They're not called soft because they're easy. They're called soft skills because they are so tiny. They don't have a syllabus to be taught. They are learned by observation and by practice. Okay. So I hope I've answered that question.
Yes, exactly. You have mentioned about confidence. What exactly confidence mean? Because many people think that few individuals are born confident. Is that true?
No. Confidence is not innate, but confidence can be gained by practicing.
Okay.
It is all about getting into the skin of the game. A confident speaker is not confident because he just swam one day. He is confident because he has consistently practiced the same thing again and again and again. Now he's so good at the game that he can vouch for it. So confidence is all about practice. With regards to preparing for the interviews or preparing for a stage performance, you have to do it again and again till you are satisfied about the delivery. Even Oprah Winfrey, the world famous speaker, does it by practicing. She's confident because she's done it so many times. So confidence will come again by taking up challenges.
Okay, so we need to practice more and more to build that confidence.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now speaking about the communication skills, what can be the daily habits one can incorporate to improve his communication skills?
See, there is not major to be done, but to incorporate communication skills, I think you will have to infuse some small tips and tricks in your daily routine. So I keep telling my students early in the morning when you get up, the first thing you should do is talk to yourself in the mirror. Discuss your daily schedule with your own mirror. What are you doing? You're practicing eyeing. You're having an eye contact with your own self. You can see yourself. You can gauge your expressions. You can gauge your shoulders, body language, hand gestures, movements. And you can also check whether I'm articulating and pronouncing the words correctly. So this is a small thing which you can incorporate in your daily life. Secondly, try to meet new people. Old people, you've had enough conversations. New people, you will have new conversations, new vocabulary words, new thought, new food for your brain actually. So I think it is all about talking to yourself, mirroring. You should meet new people and you should initiate conversations. Don't wait for someone to ask you something. Start a conversation and see how it grows and grooms. So I think these are the small, small things which you can incorporate in your daily life. And I think you'll be a very good communicator by the end of someday.
Okay, okay. There are fun activities to do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Next question would be how can some people naturally sound convincing or influential?
See, it's an art, it's a learned art. So if you like some personalities and you feel they're convincing and whatever they're talking is really influential, that's because they've practiced the art, the body language, the clarity in the voice. Each and every word comes out very, very clearly. They are confidently presenting their thoughts, articulating it in the right way. And that is what makes it influential. We meet everybody. Every day, people are talking a number of things, but how many are sequencing their thoughts? How many are speaking the right word at the right time? All this is a part of practice.
Okay, so for this, we just need to practice more and more. That's the only
Absolutely.
key.
See, we were born in an environment where we did not have much of English surrounding. We either were surrounded by friends who speak our mother tongues
Right.
or Hindi. So we have to find circles where we can exercise our power of speaking English. I would urge the youth to find some clubs, some groups where people are speaking in English all the time. That will give you an opportunity to empty your mind with English.
Okay.
So you have to find surroundings, or for that matter, if you're not a social person, all you have to do is change your surrounding. If you're watching Netflix, try watching English series. If you're fond of audibles, try to listen English songs or English books for that matter. If you're into reading, wonderful. Please start reading small books. Start with small 10 pager, 20 pages, 100 pages, and then you'll develop the knack of liking the language. So these are the small things which everyone should, surround themselves, and I think it'll make a big impact.
Great. So nowadays it is a placement season going on. So what exactly the companies and interviewers expects from the fresher?
Very nice question. All right. I think many of the people, young students, have this on mind. How do we prepare for interviews? See, the recruiters are coming with their checklist. Firstly, they want to know, is the student, whoever is coming, will he represent our company in the best possible way? It means, are you presentable enough?
Right.
Your persona, your personality, right? That doesn't mean you have to be a bodybuilder or you have to be a zero size. No, you have to have the charm on your face. You have to light your face, your eyes with bright energy. Secondly, they're expecting you to be adjustable. Will you be adjustable in the teams which are currently there? Thirdly, they want to know, are you a person who's going to solve problems or are you a person who's rigid and will be a liability for them?
Right.
Thirdly, they want to know your mannerisms. Are you going to be punctual? Are you going to respect the protocols? Are you going to respect the deadlines? Are you a learner? If you're a learner, they will train you. They know you are just coming fresh. They know they will be training you for the processes. But are you in the capacity of learning new things? If you're a learner, you're in.
Okay. There are a lot of things they check when
Absolutely.
you
They come
enter
with
the
their
room.
checklist, and if you tick each segment, you're in.
Nice. Okay, come across scenarios that highly talented students could not clear their interviews. Why is this so?
There can be two possible reasons. One is they were not able to express themselves via their body language. And the second possible reason is they lack content. So if you're not good with your subject matter, then there's a problem. I think you need to do a lot of homework. But if it is the body language, if it is the articulation, then I think we can possibly practice it enough. In the interviews, there are students who are hesitant of whether I will commit a mistake, whether I will give a wrong answer, whether I will forget my content. There are so many thoughts in their brains. And what they're doing is they're messing it up altogether. They don't have to be nervous. They just have to go for an interaction with the interviewer rather than taking all this baggage and ruining the own interview. So if you go with a calm mind, a calm demeanor, sit there, listen carefully, the very first thing, listen to the question. There are many students who don't listen to the question, they are ready to answer because they think, my interview, I have to answer. That's not the case. So listen carefully, then articulate your answer. Take a 30-second pause, structure your answer in your brain, sequence it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can deliver it very calmly. So many of the students who are not getting selected, despite having good knowledge, are not getting selected because either they are not making good eye contacts, maybe their body language is very lazy. Also, turn out makes a lot of difference. If you go with shabby hair, swollen eyes, you appear to be uninterested. But if you go prim and properly dressed, gelled hair, you have spark in your eyes, and you are enthusiastic about your own interview, the interviewer can see your excitement. But if you go all nervous, pale face, nobody's interested.
Right.
So first impression is actually, they say you have to cast the first impression. That's a good saying.
Okay. Okay. So first impression does matter.
Absolutely, absolutely. It takes a bigger portion of your interview. It is a big portion of your interview. Interviewer judges you the moment you enter the interview room.
Right.
That walk you take from the door to sit in front of him makes a lot of difference.
So while preparing for an interview, it's not just the academics you have to prepare. You also have to prepare your body language, the way you stand, sit, attire, all the confidence you deliver your content with. So everything matters in an interview.
Absolutely. You're actually serving a cake.
So the next question would be, what is the biggest mistake students do while preparing for a career?
Firstly, they just go by what the mass is doing. They're not sure about their career path. They're just going with, my friend has taken science, my friend has taken engineering, I will do the same. Then they don't realize it is not their cup of tea. Then, when they are jumped into the pool, they try to swim. But if it is not your cup of tea, you will have a lot of hard work to do. There are some decisions which cannot be revoked. That's okay. Again, I will come to the same word which I've repeated, practice. You will just have to do a little more hard work than the others. While choosing a career, it is not important that you get good marks. It is also important that you upskill with other certifications. So I think while you're planning your career, you should be very, very sure whether this is what I want to do for the next 4 or 5 years. You should carry on. If it is not, then I would say don't revoke yourself, but do a little more hard work, sail through, and then find another way.
Okay. So just take a step back and then move.
Absolutely, absolutely. Don't give up easily. Seek guidance. I would say today's generation is not seeking guidance; they are seeking all guidance from ChatGPT. So I think now it is time to talk to mentors, talk to people who have been there, done that.
So guidance is also
Very, very important. Very important.
exactly. Okay, so as you have mentioned that there are a lot of certifications and if we have to upskill ourselves. So the educational resources are highly available and freely available currently. So many people have degrees, certifications, and then they also have excellent marks, but they do struggle professionally. Why does this happen?
All right. So you sat for a campus interview, and you could make it because you had practiced very well only for that particular interview. And God's grace, all your practice has borne fruits and you've got selected. You are working there. Again, there are 6 months of probation. They don't judge you for your work. They see your commitment, your honesty, your punctuality. You thrived through this 6 months also, and now you're working there. You've got permanent. What about your upskilling? You had prepared for the interview, but did you prepare for the survival in the corporate? You have neck to neck competition with other employees. They are much better, they articulate better, they present better, their vocabulary is very, very good. Have you upskilled? If not, then there is a lot of struggle. For promotions, you need to have good communication skills, because you're going to be a leader. You will have to lead people. Again, if you speak good, you will lead good. If you want to have a get permanent position, again there also you will have to articulate yourself better. You'll have to tell what you did. How will you do it?
Without expressing yourself, it is impossible. So those students who have aced it in the interview, bagged a job, forget to upskill themselves. So as you rightly mentioned, there are many courses, but you should select the right one and move ahead. Learning is a lifelong journey. If you stop that, you get stuck. So choosing a career wisely is equally important, and surviving that career with upskilling will be a beautiful journey. It will not be a burdensome journey there.
Okay, so this is a very nice line that learning is a lifelong journey. We have to keep learning to grow ourselves. But so, what is the executive presence people talk about in corporate?
Very nice, Dustin. Very nice. So you enter the corporate, you were a fresher, but the journey from entering from the college to the corporates is a total different transition. It's a 360-degree change in your life. Now, the corporate presence is the way you dress up, the way you present yourself from head to toe. Your hair has to be nicely done on. If it is a boy, it has to be clean shave. If it is a girl, she has to nicely gel her hair. She cannot go in frizzy hair. Your attires, for boys, it has to be professional formal wears. For girls, I think they should now start wearing formal wears along with very nice subtle colors rather than bright colors. The executive presence also encompasses how you communicate with others, people on your floor, your seniors, your juniors, your bosses, the line of communication, how you treat others on the floor, how punctual are you, how respectful you are towards the deadlines, how you engage yourself with the events which are happening in the team, and how good or eager you to learn new things. See, as a employee who says or to ask the boss, can you spare 10-15 minutes after office? I have not understood this process. Can we teach? Will grow faster in life than a candidate who says, I am hired for a 9 to 5 job. 5, I will shortly leave the office. So that's a simple, I just would put it in the simple form like this.
Okay, well, nowadays not many do that. Can you spare 10 to 15 minutes per hour? Most of them are like 9 to 5, we are done in a day. So if we change this, will that scenario change? You think?
Absolutely. Because see, you are working with people who have massive experience. Yes. So if you can spare your leisure time to learn from these guys, because what experience these guys hold is not available on ChatGPT, neither on Coursera or Udemy. You can have downloaded courses, have n number of certifications at your name, but the experience from the horses now is precious. So I think we should have conversations, we should seek guidances. I highly recommend a mentor in life. Highly recommend a mentor in life. He will train you for everything.
Okay. So mentor is also important.
Absolutely.
Next question would be, what is professional maturity for a student? What exactly professional maturity mean?
Very nice question. Very nice. See, when you're in the college, you're into the zone that kar lenge, ho jayega. Okay. Or you tend to put down some things, assignment for the last day. I will viva tomorrow, tonight I was studying. But professional maturity is seriousness of each and everything which is happening in the office. Events you have to take seriously, meetings you have to take seriously, punctuality you have to take seriously. A very famous saying goes, if you're on time, you're late. But if you're before time, you're on time.
Okay.
So if you remember this and if you do this, I'm sure you are achieving professional maturity. Respect every deadline, respect each and everything which is happening in the organization, and do it dedicatedly, not for showing off, but for your own satisfaction. You will climb the corporate ladder too quick, too quick.
Okay, so own satisfaction is also important to achieve heights. Okay. Okay. So it was a wonderful, insightful session, ma'am. Thank you so much for all the guidance you've been provided in this podcast. I'm sure that the students out there will be definitely getting a lot of help in their careers and life through this podcast.
Thank you. I would say the pleasure is all mine.
Thank you.
Thank